Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, we are going to learn about inventory management, and this is one of the most important concepts in lean manufacturing, so supply chain and warehouse operations. If inventory is not managed properly, companies face problems such as production delay, excess stock, higher storage cost, and customer dissatisfaction. By the end of this video, we will understand what inventory management is, why it is important, its types, methods, benefits, challenges, and real industry examples. So let's start about this video. What is inventory management? So I will explain that in the complete guideline, explain about and I will explain in real life example. So my first chapter is what is inventory management. Inventory management. Inventory is the collection of material, products or goods that a company stores for future use or sale. In simple form is like that. Inventory equal to everything a company keep in stock to make or sell products. Example: imagine you own a bakery. Your inventory includes flour, sugar, butter, egg, chocolate, bread ready to sell, cake boxes, and without these items you cannot bake cakes. In chapter 2, what is inventory management? So inventory management means planning, ordering, storing, tracking and controlling inventory so that the company always has the right quantity at the right time. So its goal is to avoid. So running out of material, its goal is to avoid running out of materials, buying too much, wasting money, delaying customer orders. A simple example: suppose a factory makes 100 chairs every day. So suppose a factory makes 100 chairs every day. Each chair needs 4 legs, one seat, 8 screw. For one day, for 400 and seats, the legs 400, seats 100, screw 800. If the factory only has 300 legs, then the production stop. If it buy 10,000 legs, most of the seed unused in the storage, so typing of money and tipping of money. So inventory management helps determine the correct quantity to keep it. In chapter 3, so chapter 3, what is inventory management? What is lean manufacturing? In lean manufacturing is a production method focused on reducing waste, increase productivity, improve quality, lowering cost, and delivering product faster. So in simple definition, lean means doing more with fewer resources while creating maximum value per customer. So in everyday example, Imagine making a tea. The traditional method we take out sugar, powder, milk, cups, spoon, biscuits, snacks, plates, and even though you only needs tea, and this is waste time. So lean method you take out to only milk, sugar, tea powder, cup, and everything is ready. No extra work. So this is lean thinking. In chapter 4, why inventory is important in lean manufacturing? So lean concept acts as inventory, a form of waste because it occupies storage space, blocks cracks, can become damaged, many become obsolete, hide production problems. So lean aim to keep only the inventory needed for smooth production. In chapter 5, so types of liens. So first one is raw materials. So material purchased from supplier. Example: a bicycle company buy. So steel pipes, rubber tires, paints, knots, and bolts. There are the raw materials. So then second one is the work in progress or WIP. So the products that are partly finished, products that are partly finished. Example, a table, cut, sanded, not painted. It is still in production. So this is WIP. This is WIP. And third one is finished good. So the products ready for customer. Products ready for customer. Example, mobile phone, TV, refrigerator, laptop. And these are the finished goods. Fourth one is the maintenance, repair and operator. Maintenance, repair and operation. Item used to run the factory. Item used to run the factory. Example, gloves, lubricating oils, cleaning chemicals, measuring tools. These are the sold out but help production. In chapter 6, the way to waste in lean manufacturing, T moves. Waste meaning, example, transportation, unnecessary movement, moving boxes multiple times, inventory, too much stock, storing excess material, motion, extra movement by workers, walking long distance for tools, waiting, idle time, worker waiting for materials, overproduction, making more than needed, producing 1000 units when only 500 are needed, overprocessing, doing more work than necessary, polishing a hidden surface, defects, error, repairing rework, and scratched products, skills, unused talent, not using employee idea, ignoring improvement suggestion. So inventory is one of these waste because excess stocks hide influences. Chapter 7, objective of inventory management. The main objectives are ensure materials are always available, reduce inventory cost, prevent shortages, improve production flow, increase customer satisfaction, reduce waste, improve profit. And then chapter 8, inventory cost. So ordering cost, the cost of placing an order, the cost of placing an order. So includes paperwork, transportation, supplier communication, inspection. Example, every order cost. So 500 to process. If you place 100 orders, then 100 into 500, so 50,000. So holding cost. The cost of storing inventory includes warehousing rent, electricity, insurance, security, damage, interest on pay tied up. So example 100 TB are stored for 6 months. Shortage cost 100 per TB. So holding cost 100 to 100, 10,000. So that is the holding cost. Then shortage cost. This occurs when the inventory runouts, effects lost customer, production delay, emergency purchase, so reduce reputation. So lean inventory principle. Lean inventory management focus on keep only necessary stock, producing according to demand, continuous improvement, placing waste, solving root causes. So chapter 10, just in time, JIT. So JIT means materials arriving exactly when they are needed. Example, a car factory needs 100 tires every morning and the supplier delivers 100 tires daily instead of 3000 at once. So benefit, less shortage, lower cost, fresher inventory, better cash flow. So Kanban system. So the Kanban, what is chapter 11? Kanban system. Kanban is a visual system that signals when more than materials are needed. Example, a cell hold 50 screw when only 10 remain. A Kanban card takes the supplier to refill. No one has to guess, and this helps maintain the right inventory levels. Chapter 12, FIFO, fast in, fast out. FIFO means the oldest inventory is in fast. For example, a grocery store receipt. Monday milk batch 1, Tuesday milk batch 2. So customers should buy batch 1 fast and reduces spoilages. In chapter 13, ABC analysis. So inventory is a group of importance. So category value or quantity. A is the high, quantity low. B medium. C low, high. So example, a mobile phone factory, a item processor, display. B item camera, and C item screw and sticker. Manager monitor. So the manager monitor an item mostly used because of their highest value. So chapter 10. Chapter 14, Economic order quantity. EOQ determines the most economical order quantity. It balances ordering cost, holding cost. Example, a factory uses 12,000 volts per year. Ordering too often increasing ordering cost. Ordering huge quantity increases storage cost. EOQ identifies the quantity that minimizes pool cost. So, chapter 15, safety stock. So safety stock is extra inventory kept for emergencies. Example, daily demand 100 batteries. Supplier delivery item 5 days. Unexpected demand 150 battery. So safety stock helps prevent sort out during delay or demand spikes. So chapter 16, reorder point, reorder point. The record point tells you when to place a new order. So a common formula, reorder point equal to average daily uses into lead time whole plus safety stock. Example, a average daily uses 20 units, lead time 5 days, safety stock 30 units. So reorder point equal to 20 into 5 whole plus 30, 130 units. When the inventory reaches 130 units, place a new order. So 5 days and inventory. Sort, remove unnecessary item. The 5 days works, organize a method, support to lean inventory. Sort, remove unnecessary items, set in order, arrange item neatly, sign, clean the workplace, standardize, create constant procedure, sustain, maintain the improvement. Example, if every tool has a level of location, worker will spend less time searching or reducing delay. In inventory performance matrices, companies monitor inventory using key measurement. Inventory turnover, how many times inventory is sold used in a period, or higher turnover often indicates efficiency inventory use. Stock rate, how often inventory is on our when needed, lower is better. When the uh, we can better. When the DJ one needed is better. So stock data, carrying cost, total cost of storing inventory, lower carrying cost, improve profitability, order accuracy, percentage of order fulfilled correctly, higher accuracy, improve customer satisfaction. A real life example, Toyota. So Toyota is widely known for applying lean manufacturing principle. Instead of storing months of inventory, supplier of obtain delivery parts in small and more frequent shipment aligned with production schedule. Annuity production schedule. So benefits include reduced warehouse spaces, lower inventory cost, faster identification of quality problem, better cash flow, better cash flow, improve efficiency. In chapter 20, lean inventory in example. So the imagine a factory that produces 500 bottles per day. So each bottle requires one plastic bottle. So each cap means 20 rupees one bottle. Then labeling. Labeling is the easier and lovely. So traditional approaches of lean inventory example, imagine a factory that produces 500 water bottles per day. So each bottle requires one plastic body, one cap, one label. So traditional approach, the many purchase 1 lakh bottle body, 1 lakh caps and 1 lakh labels. Problems high stockage cost, capability is tied of inventory, risks of damage and obtained stock. Clean approach. The company purchase enough material for a few days of production and receive frequent delivery based on actual demand. Less warehouses, so less warehouses, warehouse space, lower cost, faster response to design change, better cash flow. In chapter 21, advantages of lead management. So lower inventory cost, reduce waste, improve quantity, faster production, better cash flow, better satisfaction, and better customer satisfaction, higher productivity, more efficient use of space, easier ended. Inventory, faster inventory tracking, improve profitability. So chapter 22, challenges of lean inventory management. The strong dependence on the reliable supplier, production can stop if delivery are delayed, requires accurate demand for forecasting, require disciplined process, self tracking is initial, and uses unexpected disruption can take bathroom something etc. Then traditional versus lean inventory management. Traditional inventory, lean inventory. So traditional leg inventors, minimal necessary inventory. Push production, pull production. Inventory first. So traditional versus lean inventory. So I will explain that evenly same in chapter 12. So inventory management in a lean manufacturing is about having the right materials in the right quantity at the right place at the right time without creating unnecessary waste. So key idea to remember, inventory include raw materials, work in progress, finished good and MRO items. So lean manufacturing aim is to eliminate waste and uh, uh, increase customer savings. So quick revise, 1 minute recap. So inventory, materials and product keep in stock, inventory management, controlling inventory to the right amount is available at the right time, lean manufacturing, producing value while eliminating to waste. So JIT receives materials only when processed. Kanban, so visual signal to say plus unnecessary people watching past cloud. Okay, that's enough for my side. So that suppose you people use the oldest inventory past, which analyze priority inventory by value, EOQ, calculate the most economical order quantity, safety, extra inventory for unexpected situation, 5 days, organize and maintain the 5 days and efficient workplace, main was visit. So that's my part one video and part two video I will explain in everything. Let's start. This is my part two video. I will explain that inventory management. So inventory management. Inventory is stock or store of goods like raw materials, work in progress, finished goods. So function of inventory to meet anticipated demand, to smooth production requirements, sensational, so the protect against stockouts, to take advantage of quantity discount, to permit operation about to with inventory management. So inventory cost, holding cost, ordering cost, shortage cost. So material classification. Class 1, 10 to 15% contributes 60 to 70% value. Class B, 20 to 30% contributes to 50 to 30% value. Class C, 60 to 70% contributes 5 to 10% value. Then inventory management. So inventory ordering and uses occur in cycles. So inventory management, economic order quantity, economic order quantity. See, EOQ is order size that minimizes total cost. Assumption, only one product is involved. Annual demand requirement are known. Demand is spread evenly. Lead time does not vary. No quantity discount. So inventory management. So the cost curves, total cost, holding cost, material cost, order quantity, annual cost. So inventory management. So cost calculation, annual holding cost Q by 2H, annual ordering cost D by Q, capital S, total cost is equal to Q by 2H plus D by QS. So total cost includes materials is equal to Q by 2H plus D by S plus D plus P. So for minimum cost equal to Q equal to 2DS by H. So inventory management, quantity discount, and TC is affected by the price discount on order size. So the total cost, holding cost, material cost, ordering cost. This is the annual and order quantity. So this is my part 2 video, and part 3 video I will explain that in the inventory management. So this is my part 3 video. I will explain that this is inventory management. So inventory management some histories are. So see that is the inventory. So inventory management one more histories are there. So that one you can easily read it. So what is inventory? So what is inventory? A physical damage. What is inventory? A physical resource that a farm hold in stock with the intent of selling it or transferring it. So that what is inventory? A simple resource that a firm holds in stock with the intent of selling it and transferring it to a more valuable state. Purpose of inventory managing: how many units to order, when to order, a discount. The purpose of inventory: reduction of cost is the main aspect to be competitive in market using inventory management. Improvement of profits, improvement of improvement of efficiency of a farm, reduction of capital investment, improves return of investment. Introduction. So meaning of inventory. The meaning of inventory is stock of goods. In according to language, it may include first one is raw materials. So first one is raw materials. They are required to carry out production activities uninterruptedly. Second is work in progress. It is a shortage of stocks between raw materials and finished goods. That is work in progress. Another one is consumables. And consumables, these are needed to smoothen the process of production. These are the needed to smoothen the process of production in finished goods. These are the goods which are ready for customer. So spares, then spares form a part of inventory. Form a part of inventory. Then types of inventories, raw materials, purchase parts and supplies, finished goods, work in progress, partial completed products, item being transported, tools and equipment. Raw material, basic input that are converted into finished product through the manufacturing process. That is raw materials. Work in progress. Semi-manufactured products need some more works before they become finished good for sale. Finished good, completely manufactured a product ready for sale. Supplies. So the office and plant. So the office and plant makes not directly uh, so the materials not directly enter production, but a necessary for production process, and we just nearest and complete manufacturing product. Complete manufacturing product ready for the sale. Suppliers which office and plant materials not directly enter the production, but necessary for production process and but inventory security. Function of inventory and to decouple or separate various parts of the production process. To decouple the farm from the function in demand and provides a stocks of goods that will provide us a selection for customer. To take advantage of quantity discount to hedge against influences. The material flow and material you can flow that one first is input, wait for product inspection, wait to be move time, waiting queue of operator, setup, run, then output. So inventory management, an efficient system of inventory management will determine what to purpose, how much to purchase, how much to purpose, from where the purpose, where to store. Objective of inventory management: they ensure continuous supply of raw material and spares or finished goods to avoid both stock overstocking and understocking of inventory. Main quantity, the mainly invested in inventory at optimum level. The objective of inventory management to eliminate duplicates in stores, to eliminate materials and to keep materials with the objective of inventory management, to eliminate duplicates in order to keep material the cost under control, to minimize losses through wastage and damages. Inventory management, ABC analysis, record accuracy, cycle count, control of service inventory. Classification of inventory items, ABC company, Pareto principle. In any retail organization, there are large number of inventory to be maintained. If it is not practical for uh, and if it is not practical, then I will clear the mail. So that is better understand for everyone. So with the modulus of having an effective purchase and store control, we depends on the time. So the models of having effective purchase and store, we can implement ABC inventory. So classification of model loan are always better ABC based on the Pareto 820 rule. In ABC analysis, divides inventory into three classes based on the annual or dollar volume. Class 1, higher annual dollar volume. Class B, medium annual dollar volume. Class C, lower annual dollar volume. So used to establish policies that follow us the raw materials for that focus on and class is low annual dollar value. Used to establish policies that focus on the few critical parts and not for many travels. So ABC analysis. So as the main materials are divided into three categories, Vizag, A, B, and C. Group A, and under this Pujinata. So the under the amount of 10% of the item contribute to 7% of the consumption. So group B. So the under the category 20% of the item contribute about 20% value of the organization. Group C under this so the under this category about 70% of the item material contributes to only 10% value of the consumption. ABC analysis. So this will clearly explain that how is the ABC analysis. So ABC analysis, this one also. ABC analysis. So this one also percentage annual dollar for ages, percentage inventory items, inventory models. So the independent demand, finished good item that are ready to be sold. Engineering a computer, the computer demand, so it's components of finished products. Example, parts that make a computer, holding, ordering, and setup cost. Inventory model for inventory demand. Need to determine when they how much to order. So the basic economic order quantity EOQ model. See, every time you're taking phone number. So basic economic order quantity EOQ model and how much should you order 100 MB. Reorder points ROP. When should we order? Production order quantity model POQ. Quantity discount model, minimizing cost, and probability models and safety stuff. Other capability model is previous picture system. So independent versus dependent demand. Independent versus dependent demand. So independent demand, the demand for the item is in inventory, or the demand for any other item is inventory. So independent demand, the demand for the item is independent for the demand for any other item in inventory. What is demand? The demand for the item is based upon the demand for 24,000 so key inventory terms, lead times. Key inventory terms, lead time. The time interval between ordering and receiving the order, holding or carrying cost. Cost to carry an item in inventory for a length of the time, usually year. Ordering cost. The cost of ordering and receiving inventory. Shortage cost. Cost when demand exceeds supply. General framework for inventory: demand, certainty, risk, probability, discount of demand, unnecessity, nothing shown. Lead time, the period between the order time and the delivery time. So, certainty, risk, profitability, contribution of demands, and that's it, the general framework of the lead time. Inside of this goes a general framework, the inventory model to static and dynamic problem. Static one period problem, classic examples are Christian T and new boy problem. Dynamic decision over time. Behavior of demand through time and the various items. So stationary demand, EOQ model. Time development demand, double model. General framework for inventory model 3. Relevant element because price variable production cost, quantity discount, ordering or setup cost, holding or inventory carrying cost, block study shortage cost. General framework for inventory. So the information technology allows us to easily keep and going. So that is also you can look like that. What is cost? Holding cost include opportunity cost, ordering cost, setup cost, shortage cost, service cost. So multi-period model, the economic order quantity. So supply, retailer, demand. Demand is known and deterministic D units. And we have known ordering cost as an immediate replacement. Annual holding cost average inventory is per purchasing cost. What is the optimal quantity per order? Total cost equal to purchase cost plus ordering cost plus inventory cost. Purchasing cost, unit cost. So that is how to calculate a total cost, purchase cost, ordering cost, inventory cost. basic EOQ model. So, economic order quantity is the lot size that minimizes total annual inventory holding and ordering cost. Important assumption. So demand is known, constant and independent. Lead time is known and constant. Receipt of inventory is instantaneous and complete. Quantity discount are not possible. Only variable costs are set up and holding. Stock notes, stocks out can be completely avoided. Economic production quantity assumption. Only one item is in bulk. Annual demand is known. Usage rate is constant. Usage occurs continuously, and production rate is constant. And nobody, and that one is the assumption. So finding the optimal quantity to order, see that image. Then total annual cycle inventory cost. So this is the minimizing cost and how to minimize. You can think about that and approximately you can measure this. And the UQ first model. Then annual scrap cost will number of order placed per year into total SAP or total cost. So the UQ model and annual setup cost is a small setup. With the EOQ model, okay. The number of pieces order, okay. Optional number of pieces per order. That's see that is 200 that will 500. See that determine the number of payments to zero. If the other point for the other place. 'The fixed period system and that one the fixed period system. See that image that is the fixed period system. Then another one is the system inventory control. Just on the point when the inventory is deflected to auto replacement continue. The continuous review inventory system. Continuous review system review the on-hand quantity of item, each item inventory with the offer and decided whether the replacement order should be the order. Reconnect the order system. The fixed and order record system. Inventory position. IP. To continuously reinvent the system and selecting the and this is my part 3 video in inventory management. So I will explain or otherwise I will show in that video. You can read that one. So this is inventory mapping or direct or indirect material. Then a pre-request to of inventory management. The pre-request inventory management rack pre following are the pre-request set per inventory rack pre pallet, no forklift for material shifting, clean containers, zero stock in scrapyard, quantity inventory should be mapped, protect, no accept area regulates stocking one. So we remove racks before and after. And pre-requisites pallet pre. So pallet need either forklift or a pallet truck to move it. So we do not use pallet. Pool means you have to fill it. We will say no forklift or material shifting. Forklift means you have to lift heavy material. Forklift is a symbol of batch production. So the lean container. So the lean means one component. Minimum varieties of containers lead in time.
P represents zero stock मतलब so like zero stock in scrap pad. So that one also one type of lean manufacturing tool and some voice chat is keep it. So P represents quantity of monitor quantity of inventory director. See that. Hmm. This is called inventory management. And I will understand that so many problems are coming in inventory. So you can clarify first. This is the end of video. And I hope this video help you to understand the basics of inventory management. If you found this video useful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel for more videos on lean manufacturing, quality engineering, industrial engineering, Kaizen, Kanban, GIP, and continuous improvement. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you so much.